What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley and welcome to another weekly watch list video. In this series, I give you the stocks that are at the top of my watch list going into Monday morning every single week. So if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, remember to click that like and subscribe button and let's get right into it. Okay, so this week we had some major news in the drone industry as two separate independent companies both had short selling reports released this week. The first one was UAVs. I'm going to show you this one first because I actually had a position in this company. Luckily, I had a stop loss at $11 and I got out before it fell too much, and I made about 83% on the trade even after the short selling report. So I did extremely well with it. I am very happy with it. But holy cow, what a week it was in the drone industry. Two companies both getting short selling reports and taking massive drops this week. It was absolutely crazy, but I did make one very nice trade. I got into Hive at $3.08 and it is currently trading around $6.80, so I'm up over 120% on it in just a matter of a few weeks. I also made a comparison video comparing Hive to Hut 8. It is on my channel, so if you want to see that, definitely check it out. These are two great Canadian companies that can give you exposure to crypto without having to actually open up a wallet and actually own Bitcoin. This gives you the exact same exposure with even a little bit more upside. I'm up already over 100% in just a few weeks, so I'm doing extremely well. Now, just so you guys know, there are fake accounts going around trying to use my name and my profile picture. If anybody tries to message you on WhatsApp, ask you for Bitcoin, sell you signals, anything like that, it is not me. Please report the account. Please click on it. Make sure they don't have 16,000 subscribers like I do, and then report the account or send them nasty photos to the WhatsApp number so they stop doing it. But please be very careful. I don't want anybody to get scammed. Now, when we start looking at this week, we can see that the indexes are still doing very good. The NASDAQ is setting all-time highs in the last week or so, and the S&P 500 did the exact same thing. I think it was Tuesday the S&P set an all-time high. So both indices are doing extremely well, and they continue to trade along the trend line, showing good strength. Now, when we look at COVID, the numbers continue to go down, which is very, very nice to see. That's probably the main reason that we're seeing so much strength in the numbers and in the stock market right now. It's because COVID is starting to go away, or at least the numbers are starting to come down, and that is a very, very good sign to see. Now, here's the second drone company, EHang, that received a short selling report, and as you can see, this stock actually opened the day at around $122, $123, and then closed the day below $50 on the exact same day the report was released. It had a major gain the next day. I think it was up like 50%, but it stayed below $60 here. Not a very good sign. It has basically been cut in half this week based on that short selling report, and the rebuttal from the company was not super strong. So it will be very interesting to see how both EHang and UAVs kind of recover from this week. It was not a good sign for EHang, and it was also not a good week for my Apple trade. I am in this stock right now. I'm in the options, and they are not doing so well. We broke through the trend line, below the trend line right here. I was hoping for us to break through this resistance right here. We ended up going the other way, and this trade is not going so well for me, but I do want to give you guys full transparency. I've talked about this trade several times on the watch list, so I don't want to just drop it off. I want to tell you it's not going so well. I am still holding the options. I'm going to see how it goes over the next few weeks, but it's not looking so good. Now, in other news, a couple opportunities that I want to point out for you. The first one is Facebook. Now, as you can see here, Facebook continues to get rejected from this trend line, basically forming a descending triangle pattern. And as you can see, what I want to point out here is that this week it basically got rejected again. It has fallen to around 260, and if it falls below 250, around this 245 level, I think that is a phenomenal entry point. I think it has support at 245. We can see it's already bounced off 245 twice. And so if Facebook comes down below 250, if it touches 245, I am definitely going to be a buyer in there. I think there's value in Facebook at 245, and I think long term this stock is going to do extremely well. I think there's major support at 245, so Facebook is at the top of my list for a watch, basically to buy in on a dip. Now, the next company I want to point out, I talked about this company like a few months ago in this watch list, and I just want to point out this stock chart because it's absolutely amazing. DOCU-Sign, basically the app that you use to sign all your paperwork that your lawyer will send you. This company is trading in like the strongest channel I think I've ever seen. If you look at this, it has tested the top level of this channel once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. It broke through on number 7 here 8, 9 times. It has tested the top of the channel, and it's pretty much the same on the bottom. So I just wanted to point this out because if you see a strong break up or a strong break down, it could be a nice trade or a nice way to capitalize on the momentum momentum. Or if you could trade within this channel, this would have been a swing trader's wet dream right here. This would have been an absolute gold mine. If you could pick up on this trend here, it would have been absolutely phenomenal. But I just want to point out this chart because this is how easy it is to see the patterns in these stocks. All you have to do is draw the lines, and if you can say, okay, it's within a channel, keeps going up and down in between support, you could have swing traded this for a ton of profit both ways. So I just want to point this out because I found it a very, very fascinating chart. Now, the next company that I really like right now is Victory Square Technologies. I do own stock in this company. I started actually making YouTube videos about these guys back in November here. So back when they were trading around 30 to 40 cents right here, I was making videos about them, and now they are up almost 300% since then. They're about to cross over $1 here, hopefully push this all-time high at $1.10, but the stock is on an absolute tear right now. It had a massive close to the week, and I like everything that they are doing. These guys are the real deal, and I really like the company. Next company I want to point out is Very Good Butchers, also called Very Good Food. I pointed these guys out last week because of a little bit of a descending triangle right here. You can see the stock is basically still sitting on this support level here. It dropped a little bit, kind of covering around this $6 here, and the lower it drops, as long as it doesn't drop below the previous low right here, I think this is a good buy. I think there's an opportunity here for you to get in because I do think that long term this is going to be a very good company, and they continue to push out very, very positive press releases. I stay pretty up to date on the company. I sold at $9.50, but I'm waiting to try and figure out my re-entry point, and I'm thinking it's coming up pretty soon, maybe around $6 here, or maybe on the breakout of this trend line. But I really, really like the Very Good Food company. I also like meat. Now, this company is called Modern Meat. The ticker symbol is MEAT, and as you can see, it's actually a pretty clear resistance line right here around 430, 450. It has tested this level several times, and just this week it bounced off of this trend line again. So Thursday, Friday, very, very strong close to it. It basically established support along this trend line. It has now tested this same trend line 5 times, and I think meat is in store for a big move higher. You've heard it here first. I'm predicting it in the next week or two. I think Modern Meat is going to be a breakout on 430, 440, and I think it's going to push higher. Now, if you guys are interested in learning how to analyze these charts a little bit better and understand the financials and look at the companies, then definitely consider signing up for my stock market course. It is completely free, and it's hosted on Skillshare. When you use the link down below and you sign up for a 2-week free trial, you can do the entire course, the 9-hour course, in under 2 weeks. Cancel your subscription and you get the entire course for free. There's over 2,700 students that have already gone through the course, and my goal for this year was to get to 5,000 students. So we are already halfway there. We're only in February. There's over 150 reviews of people that have gone through the entire course, and I promise you it will be the best free stock market course that you can find online. The link is down below in the description to this video. Now let's keep moving on to some more stocks. Workhorse, this is a stock that I'm really excited about right now. I do think the electric vehicle industry is a little choppy right now. I'm not super bullish on it because I think it has had a major run up, but Workhorse is a company that I like because it's got major support here at $30. You can see it acted as resistance several times. We finally had the breakout to $42, almost $43. We have come back down. We have tested support at $30, and on Friday we had a nice move higher, almost to $33 where we closed. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm expecting a bounce off of 30 here, a move higher to 40, and I think you've got about $8 to capitalize on here, which is a very nice 25% profit trade. Now, moving on to the psychedelic space. This is an industry that I am very bullish on this week. We've had a little bit of a rough 2 months. It kind of slowed down. We had a nice run up, a little bit of a slowdown there, but I think things are starting to turn around right now. And so first company I want to point out to you is Lobe Sciences. I really like this company. As you can see here, they pushed a high of 9 cents back in October, came all the way back down to 4 cents, broke through 9 cents and pushed to a high of 23 cents before falling all the way back down to this 9 cent level. We came all the way back down. We found support here, and now the stock is shooting back up, and if it breaks through 21, I am going to be very bullish on. Next company I want to point out is Compass Pathways. These guys are actually the largest company in the psychedelic space, even larger than Mind Medicine, and they are bouncing off of support like crazy right now. So I pointed this out right here. They had major support here right around the 42 mark. They broke through to $61, came back down and tested this 42, 43 level several times, and now it is starting to move higher. I pointed this one out in my Discord chat. I think I pointed it out in the watch list 2 weeks ago, and this stock is starting to move higher, and if you're not in it right now, you're going to miss the opportunity soon. This is probably the safest psychedelic stock that you can get into. The next one is Mind Medicine. I love this company. I like everything about it. I like the CEO. I like what they're doing, and I am in this stock at 64 cents. The price right now is $5.03. I am doing phenomenally well on it. It has bounced off of support. It basically quadruple tested it right here around this 330 level. It is starting to move higher, and we are pushing the highs that were established back in December here. If we can break through this sort of 550 level, I think the stock has a lot of room to run. Now, if you are interested in getting access to my Discord chat and my entire 40 stock watch list that I send out every single Saturday, then definitely consider signing up for the Discord chat. The link is down below, and that is where I'm trying to build a community of traders that share their own due diligence, share their research, share their stock picks, and I also post all of my technical analysis, my weekly watch list, and all of my research. It's basically a community for everybody to share all of their resources, and if you're interested in joining something like that, it is $5 per month. The link is down in the description below, and I would love to have you there. Now, in summary, I'm still very bullish on the drone industry. I'm also very bullish on the psychedelics industry. I sold my Zen Graphene shares this week, but I am interested in getting back in at another level. I'm also very bullish on the tech industry. I think Amazon and Google and Shopify are still phenomenal long-term plays. I haven't had much luck on Apple as of recently, but I would still put Apple in anybody's portfolio. And I'm also very optimistic about the food industry and this idea of beyond cigarettes, beyond meat, basically these food replacements for things that aren't good for us. I think the entire industry is going to see exponential growth over the next few years, and I'm heavily invested in it. So if you guys get any value out of this video, remember to click that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it. And if you have any comments or feedback, please leave them down below. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll see you soon.